Before this video starts, one man just said something that golf will never forget. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why an entire fanbase, an entire region, is being put on trial, and why the PGA Tour itself might never look the same again. Stick around. Because what happened at Bethpage, what happened at the US Open, and what one analyst just said on live television, is about to blow this sport wide open. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. This channel exists for one reason: to bring you the real stories behind the biggest controversies in sports, the ones the mainstream media is too scared to say out loud. If that sounds like something you want more of, hit that subscribe button right now, because I promise you, by the time this video ends, you're going to want to be here for the next one. This story affects players, fans, the entire tour, and honestly, it might change golf forever. Now let's get into it. It started with one word: stain. That's what Golf Channel analyst Eamon Lynch called the fans of Long Island, live on air, in front of millions of viewers. He didn't soften it. He didn't apologize for it. He doubled down. Long Island golf fans are a stain on the game of golf, he said. That's what we saw at Bethpage. It's what we see every single time we go to Long Island. Let that sink in. A national analyst, on a major network, just said an entire region of fans doesn't deserve to host another major championship. Not. Some fans behaved badly. Not. There were a few incidents. He said the whole region is a stain. And he's calling for the PGA of America to ban Long Island from ever hosting a major again. So why would he say something this explosive? Let's go back to where this all started. Last September, at Bethpage Black, one of the most iconic and intimidating golf courses in America, the Ryder Cup brought European players into hostile territory. And hostile might actually be an understatement. Rory McIlroy, one of the most beloved golfers in the world, became the target of relentless heckling. Fans timed their jeering to his backswing, the exact moment a golfer needs total silence to execute a shot. They openly cheered when he missed putts. It wasn't passionate crowd energy anymore. It was something else. And then it got personal. A fan threw a drink that struck McIlroy's wife, Erica. Think about that for a second. Not the player, his wife. An innocent bystander, hit by a projectile thrown by someone in the crowd, simply for being associated with a golfer the fans had decided to hate. The incident was so bad that an MC who had been leading chants from the first tee microphone stepped down afterward. Now fast forward to the US Open at Shinnecock Hills, also on Long Island. Wyndham Clark, a former US Open champion, became the new target. Now, to be fair, Clark isn't exactly a fan favorite. He has a documented history. He was actually banned from Oakmont after the 2025 US Open for damaging two lockers in the clubhouse out of frustration. He's no longer allowed back on that property. So there's a narrative already following him into every tournament. But here's the thing Eamon Lynch pointed out, and this is where it gets controversial. He said it doesn't matter whether Clark is likable or not. The behavior of the crowd, the heckling, the timing, the hostility, was the same pattern Long Island fans showed at Bethpage. Different player, different tournament, same toxic environment. Lynch's exact words were something like this. He acknowledged the narrative around Clark. He acknowledged that gambling culture has changed how fans engage with sports. He even said, "I get it," about why tension exists. But then he drew the line. He said this is a societal problem now. People are gambling on golf, tensions are escalating, civility is disappearing, and Long Island, specifically, has become the epicenter of it. Now here's where this turns into a full-blown controversy, not just an opinion piece. Lynch isn't just venting. He's calling for action. He wants Long Island, and specifically Bethpage, removed from consideration for future PGA Tour and PGA of America events. That includes majors. That includes Ryder Cups. He's essentially saying, this region does not deserve the privilege of hosting professional golf's biggest stages. And that is a massive deal, because Bethpage Black is not some random municipal course. It's one of the most historic, respected, and difficult public golf courses in the entire country. Stripping it of major tournament status isn't a small punishment, it's a statement that reverberates through the entire golf world. So now the golf community is split right down the middle. On one side, you've got people agreeing with Lynch completely. They're saying enough is enough. Players' families should never be in danger at a golf tournament. Heckling time to backswings is not passion. It's sabotage, and if a region keeps producing this kind of behavior tournament after tournament, there have to be consequences. On the other side, you've got people pushing back hard. They're saying Lynch is generalizing an entire region based on the actions of a small, loud minority. They're pointing out that every major sporting event has rowdy fans somewhere in the crowd, and that singling out Long Island specifically, a place known for its passionate, blue-collar sports culture, feels less like accountability and more like targeting a stereotype. Some critics have gone as far as calling Lynch's comments classist, accusing him of painting working-class New York sports fans as inherently uncivilized compared to fans elsewhere. And here's something important that's getting buried in the noise. Lynch himself, in his own statement, admitted this is his opinion, his own characterization of an entire fanbase, not an established fact. He framed it that way on purpose. But once words like stain hit the airwaves, framing doesn't matter much anymore. The internet doesn't care about nuance. It cares about soundbites. And this soundbite has set golf media on fire. Now here's the part that should really worry the PGA of America. This isn't just a media controversy anymore, it's a business problem. Major championships generate enormous revenue for host venues, local economies, and the tour itself. If the PGA of America actually considers banning a region from hosting majors based on fan behavior, that sets a precedent. What happens the next time fans at a different course get unruly? Does that city get banned too? Where's the line? And if Long Island does get blacklisted, what does that say about how golf is evolving as gambling culture, social media rage, and parasocial hostility toward athletes keeps intensifying across every sport? Because let's be honest, this isn't really just a golf problem. It's a reflection of where sports fandom is heading everywhere. Gambling has turned watching sports into a financial stake for millions of fans, and when money is on the line, civility goes out the window fast. Golf used to be the one sport where the crowd was almost reverently quiet. Whispered claps. Polite silence during a swing. That image is dying in real time, and Bethpage might be the symbol of it. So where does this go from here? The PGA of America hasn't made any official statement about banning Long Island from future events, and realistically, given how much money and history is tied to a course like Bethpage Black, an outright ban seems unlikely in the short term. But the conversation Lynch started isn't going away. Expect tournament organizers to start talking seriously about increased security, stricter codes of conduct for spectators, possible bans for individual fans caught on camera, and maybe even policy changes around alcohol sales during major championships. As for Lynch, he's not backing down, and honestly, controversy like this tends to boost an analyst's profile rather than hurt it. Whether you agree with him or think he went too far, he's succeeded in making this the conversation in golf right now. And as for the players, that's the part that should matter most. Rory McIlroy's wife getting hit by a thrown drink should never be a footnote in a golf controversy story. It should be the headline. Wyndham Clark's history aside, no player should be heckled mid-swing as some kind of entertainment strategy for a crowd. If golf wants to keep its identity as a sport built on respect and tradition, something has to change, whether that's banning a region, or simply enforcing real consequences for fans who cross the line. So now I want to know what you think. Was Eamon Lynch right to call out Long Island fans this directly, or did he go too far by generalizing an entire region? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you made it this far into the video, do me a favor and smash that like button, because it tells me you want more deep dives like this one. Subscribe if you haven't, turn on notifications, because this story is far from over, and I'll be covering every update as it happens. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.